Hello, welcome. Cruising cars and bids today. All right. What do we got, guys? Let's go over some. Oh, geez. My mic is not in position. You can probably hear me a lot better now. All right, folks. Cruising cars and bids today. Today we're going to go over the weekly review from last week on cars and bids, and we're going to go over some car news. We got some interesting stuff coming up here, so let's get started. All right. First things first. Let's see how last week went. I'm going to start reviewing this on Mondays, this week in review, instead of Wednesdays. We're still figuring things out around here at Cruisin' Cars and Bids. I mean, really, it's Jay Glassmeyer. I'm Jay Glassmeyer. Welcome to Cruisin' Cars and Bids. I guess that's what you would call this. I don't really have a name for this podcast, if I'm going to be honest. It's, I guess we could just call it Car Talk. Car Talk. I don't want to call it Cruisin' Cars and Bids because I feel like it's just a segment on my show. It's not my show. It's not my entire show. It's just a segment. It's most of my show, though. Reviewing cars. All right. From Cars and Bids. From Cars and Bids. All right. So, I've had some interesting sales from last week. Had some Porsches. Had a GT3, GT4 sell. Cayman GT4, 911 GT3. Both very low miles, collectibles. The GT3 sold for more than double what the GT4 sold for. Once again, I feel like this is going to be the channel of comparisons. It's always been my thing. I like to compare different vehicles and just kind of see who's better. Let me make sure that looks good, guys. Chat? There's a chat? No. What? I don't even know how to see my chat. Chat? Someone's chatting? I really don't know what to do. I wish I could see it. I'm going to have to review it after or something. I don't... I wish I could, I could look. I can't. I'm new, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to figure all this out, though. I'm going to be really good at it. Chat rate is now 0. I don't know what that even means. But anyway, the camera looks good. Everything looks good. The lighting is sultry right now. I look sexy. I look like yeah, I look good. Look good. You guys look good. You guys look good. I mean, come on. Would you pay more than double to get the 911? They have the same engine, don't they? Doesn't this GT4 have the same engine as a GT3? Let's check. I mean, 385 horse, 6-cylinder. I didn't know they were that weak. I thought these had way more power. Okay, this has got way more power. This is, so I think 3.8 liter flat six, 4 liter flat six. Okay, I'm wrong. I think this GT4, I think it's the GT4 RS that is the one that has the GT3 engine. I get mixed up sometimes. I get mixed up. It is the GT4 RS that has this GT3 engine, I think. So this comparison is now null and void. I mean, still, this being 100,000, more than 100 grand more than a GT4. Put it in the chat. Chat, would you guys, or put it in the comments. I mean, would you pay double for the GT3? I mean, are you really going to pay $111,000 more dollars if it was your money? They're very similar in a lot of ways. Granted, this has less power, but man, I feel like they're kind of close. Interesting, right? A couple of Porsches. We had this old school GTR Black Edition, an older. It's an older model, sir, but it checks out. It's an older model, sir, but it checks out. My accent is not that good sometimes. Uh, GTRs, love GTRs. It's a good snow vehicle, good Colorado supercar. If you want a supercar in Colorado, you get a GTR. Ferrari Roma. We were looking at this on I think last week in my stream, and I think I predicted this was going to sell for something around this price. I don't remember what I had said, but it was something close to this. And it's just kind of an interesting Roma. Don't know if I'd get that for that price. It's really beautiful. I'm a big fan of Roma, the Roma, and how it looks. Very beautiful looking Ferrari. Cayenne GTS. The Cayenne GTS for 32 grand. That's a lot. That's a lot for a used Cayenne. These are not cheap. I mean, these are very cheap usually. Why? What? It's got a lot of miles on it. Why was this so pricey? Beats me, guys. Put it in the chat. Why was this so expensive? I feel like you can get these things all day for like 20 grand, 25 grand. It beats me. Beats me, sir. Here's a 911 GTS for 72. That makes sense. I looked at this, I think, on my last stream. This car, these are my favorite, these 997s. And this is a very sought after spec of the 997 GTS. I'm not really sure what the GTS does. I'm not a huge Porsche. I mean, I know, of course, the big Porsche trim packages and trims. This is interesting. It's like, what is a GTS? Is it like a GT3? How does it compare to a GT3? That's my biggest question. Chat, help me. I can't see your chats, but help me. Anyway, it's a very cool car. Love this generation. An M2. I feel like people are kind of getting used to the new M2. I like it. I liked it when it came out. Wow. I remember Kenan was talking about this. Who was talking about it? Was it Kenan? Someone on Cars and Bids. They were talking about this thing and how it's just a 535 wagon, but it has the M Sport package. And I think that is why, and the low miles, that's why it sold for $50,000. $50,000, ladies and gentlemen, for a 2010 BMW 5 Series. Wow. These go for like $10,000 usually because they're junk and they break all the time and no one wants it. Auctions to watch this week. We're going to watch these auctions this week, guys. These are Doug's picks. We're going to have to come up with Jake's picks soon. Jake's picks. They're probably going to be similar to Doug's. Him and I think alike in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. The Hennessy. Yeah, we do think alike. I was looking at the Hennessy. We talked about this R8 V10. We just talked about how it looks like the Decennium. This one does with those bronze wheels, and how I prefer the first gen. These look more super than the first gen R8, but they are. I I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's less Audi. I mean, it is an Audi, but I guess it is an Audi. That's my other weird take. I have another weird take where I don't like the R8 V10. I know that's like insane, and no, I don't think anyone would ever agree with me on that, but I think I prefer the R8 V8 uh, to the V10. Wizard's got the V8, Car Wizard. Every single episode, I have mentioned Car Wizard, I think. Talking about Car Wizard, talking about Doug, talking about Car Wizard. Sometimes I have some bad things to say about Car Wizard and some of his decisions. This time I just have good things to say. I love his Audi R8 V8. It's awesome. But he should put on the OEM suspension. If you're hearing this, Wizard, you need to put on the OEM suspension. That's what you need to do. You need to spend, listen, you need to spend the $20,000 and you need to you need to spend the $20,000, Wizard, and just do it. Spend money. I love this Escalade V. I fucking love it. Pardon my language. This is not a child-friendly podcast, and I made sure to mark that for YouTube because I don't care about the children if they're trying to watch this. Let's see. Yeah, 1,000 horsepower. Gosh, this is just a dream car for me. The regular Escalade V is already a snorting monster, a snorting beast. It is a creature. It is a savage animal. And this is like, it's like, it's like you put like a capsule of like chili peppers or chili powder up the up the Escalade V's ass, and then now it's like angry. Now it's got 1,000 horsepower, and it has a chili powder up its ass, and it's ready to go. Oh man. Okay, there was a really great video I watched last night. Kenan compared this car. He has a video where he's driving this and he's comparing it with Nick's SLR McLaren. And it's really weird because it's like there's such a huge price difference. I don't know how much is wow, this is doing numbers, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is doing numbers. $47,000. This guy's gonna get like over 50 grand maybe. Now, granted, it is a great car, and he's really like put a lot of videos out to make it look good, which is awesome. Very smart of you, Kenan, to do that. Lots of content about this bad boy. And it's so interesting how this compares to an SLR. The SLR is $300,000 more, or 200,000, 250, 300, 350. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars more money. More dollars. It's hundreds of thousands of more dollars. Don't know what I'm saying. And it's like the power is similar between this and an SLR. A lot of things are similar. They're both drop tops. They even look similar with similar headlights and everything. But this thing is definitely more of a luxury barge. It is a luxury cruiser. It is not as sharp. It is not as frenetic is the word that Nick used. It's a good word. It's not as twitchy, frenetic, twitchy. It's not like a thoroughbred racing race car, The SLR is not a thoroughbred race car, but it is much more of a thoroughbred race car compared to this, I would say. And just more responsive, more visceral, and just more special. More special. You can really tell that all the parts and everything is just a little more exotic. Everything, the way they built that SLR is just a more advanced, exotic vehicle. And that's why it costs so much more money. But boy, I tell you what, this thing, it's a V12. And it's got like 600 horsepower. and over 700 foot-pounds of torque. 738. It just has unlimited torque. This thing is just it's a beast, but it's comfortable. It takes you in comfort. Very Bugatti Veyron. Very Bugatti Veyron. This is like a cheap Bugatti Veyron, I would say. A very cheap Veyron. Convertible drop-top Veyron. What do they call the convertible Veyron? Is it the Vitesse? Is that what it is? I think it's a Vitesse. Wow. A preserved GT500. The one that started it all. I remember when these came out. I'll never forget. I think it was 2005. This Mustang design came out, and it blew my mind. It blew a lot of people's minds. I was really young, but it still blew my young mind. I was blown away by how cool it looked, because I hated the other Mustangs. I thought it looked so dumb, and I just thought it was stupid. Didn't like it. This is a cool car though. I remember Jeremy Clarkson. I think they drove this on Top Gear, and it was it was new. It was different. It was like this kind of marked the beginning of America getting like serious about like sports cars and supercars and fast muscle cars. I really think that this GT500 Shelby of this generation, this first gen GT500, this really did like mark a change. Because think about it, I don't think the ZR1 was out. We had a ZR6 Corvette. I mean, a Z06 Corvette, and it was fast. But this was like a serious car. This was like really serious, because it had just crazy power, 500 horsepower from the supercharged V8, and it kind of started something, I would say, in the American auto industry. We started getting serious. This was the early rendition, though. This car was famously kind of reviewed, especially by Europeans, as having this huge engine, but just a really kind of wooden, a wooden sort of chassis, and just not very sophisticated design other than this engine. And so this is how they were. Fast American cars were like this in the beginning. And now look at where we are. Now look, we have the ZR1, the new ZR1, and the ZR1X. These cars, I mean, we've effectively come from being these, just oh yeah, fun. Oh, you cute American cars. I guess they're not cute, but oh, you Americans. Oh, very, little pat on the head. Oh, you made a fast car. Good for you. Not as good as our European sports cars or whatever, but good for you. Oh, pat on the head. And now look. Now we're crushing. Now American supremacy is here. It's here. American supremacy. It has come. This was the start of it. The start of it all. Didn't sell for 34. Didn't sell. Interesting. I wonder what he wanted. But it also shows that these are junky. These are junky cars. Cheap, junky cars. And they don't sell for very much. Even nice ones. This is 4,500 miles. He probably wanted like $55,000 or something insane. I'm actually kind of shocked this was bid at 34, but also not, because once again, these are kind of junky, and you can get like, there's so many other cars these days that have this power, and they're cheap. They're cheaper than this, and they're European. I mean, this is going to be more reliable, but than a lot of European vehicles. Sorry, I burp on every live stream. I have a burping problem. Chat. Put it in the comments. Why do I burp? Why am I burping so much? I don't know what's going on. Here's that Desenio GT. We looked at that. What did it sell for? $51. This just reinforces my point even more. When we talked about these a couple days ago, I was remarking at how these can sell for like 60 grand. This one just sold for 51. 51,000 buckaroos for a Mercedes supercar. And do not get it twisted. This is a supercar. This is a Mercedes supercar. I don't know if this can hit 200 miles per hour. In fact, maybe it isn't a supercar. It's only 450 horse. I guess it's not. But it's priced like one. I mean, one of these brand new was, let's see if there's a sticker. They have a sticker. Yeah, they do. We got some sticker here. Hyacinth red. What is this? What am I looking at? Am I mistaken? Did Cars and Bids get this listing wrong? Calling it Desenio Cardinal Red? And it's, according to that build sheet, this VIN decoder. What does that say? It says Hyacinth Red metallic finish. What's going on with that, huh? What's going on with that, Cars and Bids? Did you forget to read the VIN decoder? I wonder how that happened. Either way, $50,000 is still, I mean, actually this isn't that much power. 450 horsepower is, I thought these had more. This must be an early one. I could have swore these had more power, guys. I could have swore these were like really serious. I mean, it looks super. It looks like a supercar. I could have swore these had more power. Still a good deal, I would say. Still a good deal. Sold for $51,000. There's just so many good car deals out there these days, guys. There's just so many. That's why I have this show. That's why I started this, because there's so many deals I see all the time. There's so many awesome cars that people could have, but they just don't know about them. Oh, here's this RSQ8 that I was talking about. Last show, we compared this to an FF because that was always something that I like to do. These were like the top cars, that I wanted for like a fast ski car, either an RSQ8 or an FF. And these RSQ8s sell for a little less than the Ferrari FF. And they're probably going to be more reliable. So that being said, I would probably just go with one of these because it's going to be more roomy. It looks really cool still. I mean, goodness me. I'd say this lighting, the photos they took in this lighting are not that good. I can't tell what color it is. I mean, I can tell it's orange. Dragon orange. This is just a cool car. I mean, I would be down to get one of these over an FF and save like 20 grand and also save on your maintenance costs. I mean, you got to just, with an FF, you got to just set the money aside every, I don't know, 10,000 miles. Let's look it up. I talk out of my ass too much. Ferrari FF transmission life. Is this a good? Internal heat exchanger leaks. Okay, so yeah, 40 grand. We'll say 40 grand. Let's type front transmission because that's kind of what it is. It's a front transmission. Power transfer unit. Okay, so these go they cost 40 grand to fix every 50,000 miles. Could probably make it last 50,000 miles if you take good care of this PTU, power transfer unit. But you're just going to have to save your money. Just put aside, depending on how much you drive, just put aside a couple grand every year for your PTU replacement fund and get ready to spend $40,000. And that's kind of a fucking insane. That's kind of a lot of money, actually. That's a lot for every 50,000 miles. But people aren't driving these very much. To be fair, you're probably going to have to replace it two times the life of the car, 2 or 3 times for the life of the car. Which is a lot. I mean, gosh, it's like you buy it for 100 grand new. You're going to have to put another 100 grand over the life of the car into repairs. Realistically, probably more if you really count everything. Regardless, the Ferrari FF is a car that holds a very special place in my heart. I love the Ferrari FF. I probably would just have to go with this, though. That's all we got for the review, ladies and gents. How long we been streaming? I can't tell. I genuinely cannot tell. There is no duration. I don't know. So we're just gonna end it whenever I feel like it. We're gonna end it when I feel like it. I feel like we've been doing this for maybe 20, 30 minutes. Might do a short stream because I kind of want to be done and get high. Can I say that? Should I say that? I live in Colorado, man. I like to get high sometimes. Anyway, Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Look at some auctions that are closing today. These are already closed. A Vanquish S. Okay. We saw this earlier. Sold for $145. All right. Guys, what do you think of this blue? This blue accent. Is there something in the interior to match it? No? Oh yeah, there is. Okay, it's cool. I've decided I like it because the interior has blue matching stitching and stuff. So I've decided I like the blue. Cool car. 145. Doesn't seem like a crazy deal. Seems like a nominal deal to me. Nothing crazy there. We talked about that. Sold for 50 grand. Insane. Another 997. How much is this going to go for? How much do these go for? Old ass Porsche. 20-year-old Porsche. Didn't even sell. Bro demanded more than that. I like the spec a lot, but it's not even a 4S, It's not even a 4S. I'm I mean, for that money, I mean, he probably wanted 50 grand for it. Chat, are Porsches really that great to drive? Like, I've never driven a Porsche, never driven one. I don't get it sometimes. I guess I don't get it. I've thought about getting a Cayenne, because they're cheap. They're cheap. The Cayennes are cheap. See, look at this. This one's 10 years old. It's sold for 28. Way cheaper. Way cheaper. It's got more miles. But it's a twin turbo V8. Yeah, it's a Colorado. It looks like Colorado. It looks like it looks like Denver area. It's in Aurora. It's in Aurora where the shootings happen. Guys, Aurora sucks. Aurora sucks. I talk a lot of crap about different parts of the Denver area because a lot of it sucks. I am a west side elitist. I live on the west side, the northwest side, in Arvada. It's better. It's better here. It's better in Arvada. Arvada is a very nice place. It's very quiet, very chill. Aurora is insane. It's where all the theater shooters live. I never go there. Literally though, when you drive, every time I have to go to Aurora, I drive through Aurora. It's like everyone is always driving more like fast and insane, and there's more people like just very ghetto looking people driving some of these vehicles, and it's just a ghetto place. And it sucks. It's where all the poor people live, all the pores. Get them out of my sight. I stay in Arvada. Golden is nice. Golden's nice. But I live in Arvada. Broomfield, Superior, all nice. Erie, Boulder, all west, all northwest side. It's nice. Jeez. I should have bought this since I live. Actually, no, I shouldn't have because I would have to drive to Aurora to go get it. So, nope. Oh my boy! Here's my E90 that I never. There's not a single episode that goes by I don't talk about the E90 and how much better this is compared to every other M3. This is the best M3, bar none. There is no M3 that's better. There is none that are better. This is the V8. And look at the bulging hood. Bulging. The interior, this is the good one too. With this like orange interior. This like classic BMW orange interior. Look at that carbon fiber handbrake. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice car. Great seats. Really good condition. Don't know what those dimples are. Really clean. It's also why I like these cars. It's pretty analog. It's a good design. I know these BMW interiors and stuff, they have their problems. But this is the best. I say this is the best looking of all of the 3 Series. You know, I do like the... I actually like the current 3 Series. And the one... I pretty much have really liked the 3 Series since 2011. Which I think is the one that came after this. So the 2012. This, okay, yeah. So this is the last year, I think, of this E90. In the 2012, they redid it. So I've pretty much liked M3s. I mean, 3 Series M3s. I've liked them a lot. This is the best M3, but I've liked the way these 3 Series look ever since, you know, these E90s and then the 2012 model. To be honest, it looks the same. I mean, the current 3 Series looks pretty much the exact same as a 2012 model. In my view, I mean, there are slight differences, but it's pretty much the same thing. There was a big difference between this and then the 2012. Well, let's just look at it. I keep talking about it. You guys are probably like, what does it even look like? What does it look like, Jake? Huh? What does it look like? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I shouldn't talk bad about my audience. I shouldn't mock my audience, and I'm sorry, guys. But this is what it looks like. And then now let's have a little fun. Let's look at this. It's the same thing. They've done nothing. Show me images, you fool. All right. Look. Look. Look at it. Look. It's the same thing. Well, that's an awful quality picture. Consumer Reports, why would you even have that? It's literally 260 by 195 pixel. I'm just trying to find a good comparable picture, guys. Yeah, there's one. Looks the same. The same. This one's got like more angles and shit. It's got more like angles. It's the same, though. There's no difference. Minimal difference in 13 years. But you'll see, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually a great segue because we're going to be talking about the new 3 Series a little bit later in this stream. I'm almost done here, actually. Almost done. We're going to get through this quickly. 8 Series. I mean, I could talk about all these I could talk about these for so long. All these cars. Range Rover Sport. Autobiography. Gosh. I've been looking at these. I've been researching these Range Rover Sports of this generation. Excuse me. And $22,000. $22,000. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's got a lot of miles for a range, 85. But this is the top of the line Range Rover Sport with the 5-liter. This is a reliable car, too, from what I understand. These started to get reliable around this year, actually. 2017, 2018 is the really, like, when they really started to get it together. But 2017 is a good year for these. And I think whoever bought this is going to be pleased. Gosh, I mean, $22,000, guys. You just can't. You just can't. I mean, there's nothing I really have that's comparable, except that Porsche Cayenne that's sold in Aurora. Man. I don't know why Doug doesn't just get a Range Rover. Why doesn't Doug just get a used Range Rover? He's always complaining about his Sequoia. Always complaining about it. What was he going to replace it with? What was he going to get? He was going to get the Lexus LX Overland or Overtrail or whatever the hell it is, the 600H, which I'll admit that is the peak. That's like the ultimate car because it won't break. This will break. You're gonna have to deal with that. But this, man, these drive so well. These drive so well, and it's got the supercharged V8. Doug, just get a Range Rover. What's your problem, huh? Get a Range Rover. Doug, get a Range Rover. Do it. Do it. Get rid of the Sequoia. We all know you don't like it. You don't need to go hunting for a Lexus LX 600H Overland Trail, whatever the heck. You don't need to go and spend $120,000 on that. You can save your money. And for 1/6 of the cost, you can go get yourself a Range Rover Sport Autobiography. Why don't you do it? Just do it. There's a lot of cars I'm skipping over here. I could talk for forever about a lot of these. Gosh, I love these G's, these Infinity Coupe. This is a, how much did it sell for? Wow, he wouldn't give it away for 93. This is mint. The VQ. It's got the VQ. The VQ. 3.5 V6, 280 horse. I know I've talked about it before, but I had the very first car, the very first Nissan in North America to ever have the VQ engine. It actually wasn't a Nissan, it was an Infiniti. It was a Nissan. The very first vehicle to have the VQ V6 was a 2001 Nissan Pathfinder. Screw that peasant Pathfinder, though. I did not have the peasant Pathfinder. I had the Infiniti QX4, 2001. It was a really cool car. I loved it. The engine was a highlight of that car. It was a great engine. It was a smooth transmission. The seats were not comfortable. The interior was very fragile. And it seems like everyone just fucking destroyed my interior on that car. I once took it to a shop to have the bumper repainted because someone fucked my bumper up. I don't even want to talk about this car. I just get pissed. I just get angry because it was such a beautiful car when I got it, when I first got it, and so many, it just got fucked up like as I like owned it. And I spent $6,000 over like the course of like 2 years on that car maintenance, just to like keep it up. And there was just so many things. I don't know why, I just had such bad luck. Someone backed into it, fucked my original paint bumper up. I had to repaint it. I fucked up the front bumper, my fault. I don't know. I'm just kind of an accident prone kind of guy sometimes with my cars. Every single car I have ever had, actually except my Lexus LS 400, I didn't ever get in any accidents or have any problems with that car. That was like my first real car. My first car was a Suzuki Samurai 86, I think, lifted. Nothing ever happened with that. That was a good car. I did actually like run into a girl. Never mind. I don't even want to tell that story. The car stalled in a McDonald's parking lot, in a McDonald's drive-thru, and I like needed to get it out of the drive-thru and I couldn't start it. So the McDonald's employee came out, me and my friend were in the car, and he came out to help push the car, and we started pushing it, and it started going way too fast, and I wasn't in the driver's seat, so I couldn't press the brake, and the car just like ran right into a parked car. And the McDonald's guy who like helped us was just like, "Oh, sorry, man. Sorry about that." And it was very annoying. I ended up running into her car, and then months later she called the insurance. It sucked. It sucked. It wasn't even my fault. It was a stupid piece of shit car. Piece of shit car. Damn. It was a good car. I liked it, but I didn't know anything about working on cars at that time. And my dad wouldn't help me. Dad, you should have helped me work on that Suzuki Samurai. You should have helped me so it didn't stall. Okay? Help me! Anyway. That's about it, guys. I'd say we could talk more about these, but let's go on to car news. I'm starting to talk about people I don't like and things like that, and ranting about crazy, insane, annoying stuff. All right, folks. The TRD Hammer. Toyota is finally going to compete with the Raptor, as they should. Everyone who has a pickup truck should have a Raptor competitor, because the Raptor has proven that the segment is viable and those Raptors sell. So everyone else should have a Raptor. And Doug has said this as well, and I completely agree with him. These people are insane, and they should make Raptors. And that is what Toyota looks like they're going to try to do. They're going to make a Raptor. And I think they are. I mean, they got this trophy truck thing. Outright confirm. Our insider tells us speculation. TRD Hammer's engine will be breathed on slightly. Power torque figure is going to go up. Think high output. Okay, so yeah, this isn't going to be a Raptor R or TRX. That is definitely not something Toyota would do. They already have this 437. They're going to probably just tweak it a little bit. It'll probably have the same iForce Max, but it'll be tweaked to be more responsive and faster. Very interesting, very exciting. They're coming out with a Raptor. All right, M5 Touring. This is a big deal for people who love wagons. I like wagons. And I like the new M5. I don't like how much it weighs. I think it weighs more than my electric car. My electric car weighs 5,000 pounds, and I think this weighs like 5,500 pounds. And I have an SUV. This is a car. This is not an SUV. So I don't know what BMW is doing with the weight, but that's kind of annoying. Other than that, though, these are cool looking cars, and I just wish they were lighter. You know? All right. This is the big one, guys. New 3 Series. Now, we already kind of talked about this. Everyone has kind of seen these renders. We've already kind of... Everyone knows. Everyone knows that this is happening. But, you know, it's more about comparing it. For me, I think this is a good-looking car. It looks really European. It looks really like Italian or something. This looks like an Alfa Romeo is what it really reminds me of. It's like an Alfa or something European. And it looks small. It looks like a small little car. It looks like a little small car. Interior is cool. What do you guys think of that? Huh? What do you guys think of this? What the hell is going on? Why is the steering wheel like that? Folks, have you noticed this? It's a dual spoke steering wheel with the spoke at the top and the bottom. I've never seen that in my life. Never in my whole life. It's a weird steering wheel. I don't get why that's there. Why? It doesn't really make it look cool. Why couldn't you just do this down here, one spoke? Very strange. Minimalist looking interior. Looks like you got your... I don't know what this circle is. Cup holders. I guess this is wireless charging. I don't know what that is. Some switches. Some vents. Eyes on the road. A screen that is slanted. This is cool. I think Mercedes-Benz was the first to kind of do this with like a custom shaped screen. You know, with that like the EQS was the first one to do it with the like. Here we can see actually. We can compare. Let's look at the EQS. Big screen. I forgot what they call the screen. Hyper screen. The hyper screen. Mercedes-Benz was the first to do this. You see where the screen is like, it's shaped. It is a hexagon. 6 sides. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got 6 sides, and it's hexagonal. BMW's catching up. Always playing catch up to Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz is still on it. They don't make the best driving cars or anything like that, but they're still pioneers. But yeah, it's got a cool looking screen. I like it. It is also hexagonal, and it's got this screen up here, the Prius screen. If you know, you know. We'll pull that up too, just so I can. I don't know if this is gonna yield a search. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of a good picture of it. This is a decent picture. This is a newer Prius. But you see, it's got this screen up here. It's got like a normal screen here, just like the BMW, and then a screen up here, and then so it's got two. It's got one up here and one down here. This is the one I was thinking of though. This is the screen. It's by the windshield on like older Priuses. This is a 2012 Prius, and it had all your infotainment and stuff here, but then the screen was here, and it was cool. I liked it. It's called what was it called? Think multi-information display. Yeah, that's it. Actually, no, that's not. Okay, this is a better picture. Here it is. That's it up there. See, guys, this BMW is basically just a Prius. I hate when people make these false equivalencies. Doing it for a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys. But yeah, anyway. Nice seats. And they're seats. Huh, where's the controls? Might be on the door. Guess they copied Mercedes-Benz again, put them on the door. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to find a good picture of this current 3 Series. Man, this one I love those wheels. Almost looks better than the new one. Almost. Interesting. They're all blue too. Older, current, and the new model. Oh, what do you guys think? Which one's better? You prefer the old? You prefer the current model? Or do you prefer the new one? I really like this new one, guys. I think it looks good. I like these old ones. This just looks like a nice classic, very classy sedan. I like these too. This looks good too. I don't like that black grille. I guess they're all like that. I guess. Yeah, I guess they're all black. All the grills are black on this. Those are the wheels right there. Those are the wheels. I love BMW wheels. I love these kinds of BMW wheels that look like really like fractal and geometric. Very cool looking. I love them. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, folks. That's pretty much everything, ladies and gentlemen. We've talked about all the news, which there isn't much. Mitsubishi Outlander is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, Goldilocks between RAV4 CX-90. I like these Mitsubishis. I like them. I think they look great. I think it's a great looking SUV, and you could probably get it for just like no money. I will say the 4-cylinders that they put in these are like really bad. Really bad. If you don't care about the engine, it's fine. We can look at this one. What's TDS stand for? The downshift? Yeah, the downshift. I don't know. But this is what the 3 Series iX, the X3, the new one, looks like this. Very similar to the sedan. X3 2027. Yeah. That's it. That's it, folks. It's a good looking vehicle. I like this a lot. You know what I like? I like these small vertical kidney grills. I like those. They look cool. It's a cool looking car. I like those wheels too. It looks really nice. Very high end. Here's the old one. What the heck? Why is Car and Driver showing this old model as the 2027? Here we go. That's exactly what I want. It's cut off though, which sucks. I don't know. I think the new one looks better, guys. I'm not a huge fan of this current one. Here's from the back. Looks great. I mean, it looks like a hot hatch. It looks cool, man. It looks like a sporty, like Italian car. I don't know why these new 3 Series and the X3, they remind me of like an Italian car. I really don't understand why there's 2 results here. 2027 is showing like the current model. I don't understand. Pretty sure they're wrong. Yeah. That's the 2026. These are good looking, but I mean, it does. It looks cool. But I like the new one, I think. Well, anyway, folks, I still am bothered why I can't see my time on here, how long I've been streaming. Let me try this. Okay, there we go. It just wasn't. We're at 58 minutes. Okay, so there is the problem. I just didn't have it maximized. That's weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Strange. But yeah, we're about an hour, guys. I'd say we're about done for today. These were some cool cars we looked at. We looked at some cool Porsches and all kinds of cool stuff. Didn't really get through this list, but we got through it for the most part. And to be honest, I'm kind of behind on these. I mean, this was March 16th, and it's the 18th today that I'm recording this, so we're just catching up a little bit. So that's why we didn't get through all this. But that's about it, folks. That's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Me, Jake Glassmeyer, welcome. This was Cruising Cars and Bids and a little bit of car news, and I hope to see you guys next time. I will be back on Friday in 2 days from now on the 20th, and we'll talk more about auctions and car news. And I'm excited to see you guys then. Till then, guys, talk to you later.